there could be changes coming to the game of baseball, some of which would undoubtedly help the Los Angeles Dodgers, regardless of how some fans may feel about it personally. According to Jeff Passan of ESPN, the MLB and the Players Association are discussing pretty big rule changes. The MLB wants these rule changes to be implemented in 2019, however, the Players Association prefers 2020. There are some big rule changes being discussed. This includes increasing the roster to 26, a 20-second pitch clock and the controversial 3-batter minimum rule for pitchers, which we will get into in a different article. More from LA Sports Hub. There are some other compelling rule changes being talked about as well that you can read up on in Passan's article. However, the biggest of the proposed rule changes and the one that so many MLB fans are torn on is the adoption of a universal designated hitter. You already know how it is. The American League has adopted the designated hitter since 1973. Meanwhile, the National League has never adopted the rule and instead has had pitchers hit for themselves. First of all, where I personally stand on this is right in the middle. While I love watching the chess match of having to work with the pitcher in the lineup, I also would not mind if the National League adopts the DH. Part of me would be sad to see it changed, but it seems as if most people don't want it to happen just because of tradition. Some have said it will be this unprecedented change that will have a huge impact. And while it will have an impact, come on now. The DH has been in baseball for nearly 50 years. This is not the creation of something new. Quite frankly, it makes sense for the National League and American League to adopt a universal rule. The MLB is obviously going to go in favor of the DH as it provides more offense and will become more appealing to fans. Either way, I am okay with it. As a fan of the Los Angeles Dodgers, I am especially okay with it because if it is implemented, and the roster indeed does grow to 26, the Dodgers would benefit the most from the change. Increasing the roster size would take away the drawback of having one less bench spot, which honestly would not be that big of a deal as managers would not have to pinch hit pitchers. Either way, the Dodgers are the deepest team in the National League by far and would probably have the best DH in the National League. While the Brewers have Christian Yelich and the Cubs have Anthony Rizzo and Chris Bryant and so on, the Dodgers have an immensely deep roster full of contributors. Not every team can say that. It also would solve the problem of where to play Max Muncy. Muncy suddenly becomes an everyday DH for the Los Angeles Dodgers and can focus solely on hitting. Imagine if the team had that luxury with Matt Kemp last season. Against Southpaws, the team can then use David Freese as the DH if Dave Roberts does not want to take Cody Bellinger out of the lineup at first base. If you increase the roster size, and suddenly add one more bat, the Dodgers might be inclined to make a move for a southpaw smasher like Nicholas Castellanos, knowing he cannot hurt the team defensively. Like it or hate it, the DH plays a huge role. J.D. Martinez was arguably the best all-around hitter in the league last season and was never going to sign with an NL team because of the DH. In turn, the Red Sox got him cheaper than the Padres got Eric Hosmer, and Martinez went on to slug 43 home runs, 130 RBIs and hit .330. Martinez had the 7th best ops of any DH in a single season since the turn of the century. Imagine how that would have impacted the Los Angeles Dodgers. It would also open up the door for other teams to pursue a DH. The advantage is not exclusive to the Dodgers. However, many NL teams don't have a great ninth guy that would deserve an everyday spot in the lineup. It is an upgrade from the pitcher but not a huge upgrade. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Dodgers would have a massive upgrade from the likes of Rich Hill to a slugger like Max Muncy. Next, grading every move of the Dodgers offseason, support it or don't, but either way, we probably are going to see a universal DH in the very near future.